Pre-pandemic, yeah, but okay. This direction is going to be the right way this year. Where last year and the year before, this was the wrong way in terms of trying to get the hell out of here. Over there, that used to be the right way to get out, when basically, and the wrong way to get in. A reversal of, you know, last year and the year before, because last year was the other way, where this way was the wrong way to come out. Well, this way was the wrong way to come out, and oh my God, this way was the wrong way to come out, and you know, basically, well, the other direction was the right way. This year's the other way around, so maybe this will help. So when it gets pitch black, when it comes into the pitch black part. But anyway, hey YouTube, what's going on? Mark here, TGIF. You know, it's officially Cornfest week. You know, my last week of my 2-week NASCAR vacation until we come back to NASCAR for the Chevrolet Monte Carlo Four at Richmond next weekend on Saturday before the potential first visit to Sandy Ridge from my girlfriend Amanda. You know, literally, dating anniversary is Dale Earnhardt's birthday, so rest in peace Dale, and of course Greg Biffle, because the day we met was literally the day Biffle left us. So where do we begin with this? Where do we possibly begin? Oh yeah, Born to Be Wild. Yeah, usually tonight is usually the banger. Yeah, and tomorrow, yeah, we gotta get that house cleaned up. And Sunday is gonna be like the start and end of the day tame episode, to the point where, yeah, I'm temporarily on, you know, an uploading ban for whatever dumbass reason, considering, you know, YouTube got their panties in a wad this morning at work over a video I posted back in 2018. That wasn't a problem then, but now all of a sudden is a problem. I should have done the usual, just I try not to fight it and basically risk, you know, further penalty, because, you know, social media is enforcing stupid ass guidelines, it's ass backwards bullshit. But I think, you know what, since it was from years ago, it wasn't a problem back then, why not? So, but it's a blessing in disguise. It'll give me more time, like, you know, plan out the upload schedule, since most of my uploads are usually in a timely manner, the same when I record. So therefore, yeah, so we'll be all right. The strike expires on November 5th, you know, literally, when I, you know, we're getting ready for our adventure. I mean, season 6 of Winter Wonderland and the Sandy Ridge finale by then, so, and the end of NASCAR season. So that's yeah, but it's good. So we can upload again by next Friday, but even then we still have to be careful. So now we don't fuck up anything. So, and even if we do, just do not fight it. That's like the worst mistake you could possibly make. So therefore you won't see anything until at least next Friday, the earliest, before the Chevrolet Monte Carlo Florida at Richmond. Already?
Here we go.
Okay, you know the drill, as per tradition, but I don't think I'm gonna record this one this year. That way I'm not getting burnt out. It didn't take long for us to like run into someone or have someone spot us mid-recording. Like every time we go somewhere, this is what happens, especially at a Ridgeville event. But let's see if we can successfully try to blast off to Mars here and make sure, you know, we're not too big and fat to be doing that stuff like we used to on Sandhurst, you know, like foreshadowing Christopher Bell doing that in the Florida Dodge Dealers 250 at Daytona, and when I was living La Vida Labra to Kelly Berglund.
Now he's a wonder boy toy, had a major wind spurt, likes the Hershey Highway and reading Martha Stewart. He's winning lots of races, baby, and the coveted Winston Cup. Rearing Earnhardt was no mistake, just getting mud for the duck. These boys are the Rainbows, quickest pit in NASCAR, wiping ass on Martin. They're spreading cheeks at gay bars. His fans won't be tickled when they find out he makes dicks trickle. Watch him race away, hot damn, the boy is gay. Gordon is gay. Woo, that hurts. Gordon is gay. Woo, yeah.
It was bound to happen. The old anti-Gordon theme from Sandhurst, you know, came back out for probably for what I potentially was the last time for old time's sake, you know, just to show Ridgeville how we used to get down in Brook Park with Victoria Justice and the Hollywood Arts Crew when we made it shine with them in what we call the victorious year in our history, 2012. Literally, I can't do what I used to do back in the day when I was skinnier, like, you know, and younger, you know, look like I'm gonna sing so high I'm gonna blast off to Mars. I mean, yeah, getting old sucks, but hey, I don't look like I'm fat, but I feel like it, considering it's like that swing starts wobbling and stuff. Sophia!
Again.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, it was didn't take long for the paparazzi of Ridgeville folks to find me, so all the way in the park. So anyway, so therefore, if you don't see anything until like at least next Friday or later, like, you know, the day before the Chevrolet Monte Carlo Ford at Richmond, at least you'll know why. So just to give y'all a heads up, or as I like to say, warn you like what button.
Damn lap call up there amongst the top 10. I wish I had something I could shot through the window. That's the 11th time this year I've gotten the hell knocked out of me. It just gets frustrating after a while.
Okay, our quest to find the booster's tent. Where is that thing?
12 seconds later.
There she blows. Here we go, everybody. Let's get them. Yep, there's the goat herself, Mrs. Ashley Tabar, right there. Mission accomplished. We saw Tabar. I mean, obviously Cooper's mom's not here yet. We saw Kaminsky for the first time since, you know, my Cooper's game. You know, when my grandmother's, you know, heavenly, what was it, Carl Long 85th birthday? Yeah. So all we need now is to see Harvey and who else we were looking for? I don't even remember at this point. Okay, let me get this straight, like Scott Pruitt. We found Cooper and basically himself and Harvey's mom. Now we just need to hopefully see Cooper's mom and, you know, Harvey himself. It's like, I know it's confusing, but it's like the reversal of fortune, you know, like, you know, reverse psychology, if you want to describe it that way and make it easier. Gentlemen, start your engines. And here's a core memory unlocked that we completely forgot about. Oh man, back in the pre-pandemic days, we used to be able to park back here where when it was time to come leave, we didn't have to worry about getting lost, trying to find our way out. I mean, to be fair, that was still in the daylight, so it wasn't like a thought at the time, but even if it is nowadays, considering times have changed since the pandemic hit, like, even if it is pitch black, we have to leave, we wouldn't miss the spot to get out, so, yeah. Man, it's like every time I go somewhere, this is what happens, but we're exploring a spot we haven't been through since 2019, when MIS had 2 races, and usually it was when the GFS Marketplace 400 would take place, when we stopped doing that. Me and my dad stopped doing that after, 2013, where we just reduced to just the June race. Man, I haven't been back here since I was 25 years old. Jerry Nadeau years old, but 25. I feel old just coming back here. And I see this, everything looks still mainly the same like it did 7 years ago before the pandemic. All right, time to go back this way, I guess. All right, so this is a fellow YouTuber who does, like, you know, alternate NBA timelines. Like, what is the backstory behind it? It's alternate universe where you like alter history with your favorite team.
Really, I just think of like different things that everybody's kind of thought of. Like, what if Kyrie went back to the Cavs and stuff? Mm-hmm. So I kind of just think of things that we've never like seen before and try to put them in.
Almost happened but didn't.
Yeah, almost happened.
I'm planning to do it with NASCAR once my equipment improves. Like, you know, a Sterling Marlin 2002 on NASCAR Racing 2002 and Papyrus, where that 2002 championship he should have won. Actually, he gets it, where the crashes at Richmond and Kansas where he got hurt, which everybody overlooks Richmond, basically go focuses on Kansas. Well, thing is, you got to pay attention to how we got there, literally. The crashes at Richmond and Kansas never happened, and Marlin wins the Winston Cup. Ganassi's only title in there with his NASCAR program, and Dodge's only championship to date in the modern era. What people need to, sports need to focus on how this, you know, big, you know, downfall starts with anybody. With Sterling Marlin, I know everybody focuses on more on Kansas. It was a bigger deal, but you got to remember how we got to Kansas, wrecked at Richmond with chest and shoulder injuries, and then mid-pack runs at New Hampshire and Dover, and then when he looked to rebound at Kansas, that's what finished him off, and then he was never the same after that. Yeah. So that's a good example there. And, people overlook the Tony Parker injury where just, I know how the Zaza thing happened when I was 23 before I met you. But the first year Duncan stepped away, where everybody says we could have won that, we would have won the title if Zaza didn't do what he did. I respect that, but people got to remember that's not. They make it look like Tony Parker's like quad injury in the second round before that did not happen. Make it look like he was still there, like still playing. Because don't forget, literally that was the first domino to fall that hurt our chances. If for those who actually the diehards that make me who pay attention, I mean, we still won the series, but literally we were gonna have a work cut off for us since we were already down one man, and then that lying money embezzling bum literally already had a bad ankle before the Zaza thing. Like the writing was on the wall when he sat out the rest of Game 5 when Ginobili Black cheating the douchebag, as I call him. That didn't show up until the December 3rd, 2019 Lonnie Walker legacy game, the first year of the rebuild. Literally, he was already on that bum ankle before then. That's why he sat out Game 6 when he ran the Rockets out of their own gym to close it out. And then Zaza finished him off, and as they say, the rest is history. So for the casuals that don't pay attention, when it comes to Sterling Marlin's situation 2002 in NASCAR, or the first post-Duncan Spurs team in 2016-17, when it comes to Parker's injury before Kawhi situation with Zaza and the ankle, which was the writing on the wall, there's your answer.
Yeah.
So therefore, you gotta pay attention to the little details that lead to like these big deals, big downfalls that people still talk about to this day, considering how it changed the course of history with the butterfly effect in the long run. Yeah. Is there something about the Cavs that literally that people don't pay attention to? What really was a domino to fall, that first domino to fall that hurt your chances? I mean, I at least you guys respect Kevin Love for basically as the first domino because unlike us, at least they acknowledge the fact that was the first domino to fall that hurt your chances to go back-to-back in 2015-16 with Love getting hurt. But if there's something that Cavs fans overlooked that lately hurt your chances first but didn't come back to bite you till later, because Marlin, basically, it didn't come back to bite him after Richmond until Kansas and then to Spurs after Duncan left. It didn't come back to bite us until Kawhi, considering Parker getting hurt was the first domino. Like, what's the Cavs equivalent to Marlin in 2002 and the Spurs in 2017? Something that you pay attention to, but the others don't.
I'm not really sure on that.
Because it looks like the fans of the Cavs when it comes to this stuff are like the diehards are like, not even the casuals even are better than us when it comes to like paying attention to these little details. Like everybody forgets that Parker was hurt first before Kawhi hurt his ankle, and NASCAR fans forget Marlin hurt himself at Richmond before getting finished off at Kansas. Mm-hmm. Even though that was like before you were born. This was like in 2002. I would have like 8. Were you even alive then?
No.
No, because by what year were you born?
2010.
Well, again, by then Dale Earnhardt Sr., the 3 was already gone by then because he died in 01. And the last lap of the 4th turn at Daytona. Instead of racing for the win like in typical iconic intimidated fashion, he was trying to play, block the field to help his team cars. His son Dale Jr. and his buddy Michael Waltrip in the 15 win the race. So it's like, 1, 2, 3 finish for his team, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, back when DEI meant Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Yeah. But it was good to catch up with another fellow YouTuber. Subscribe to this, man, and we'll close this clip out. Like, when is the next real life video you're gonna do, and what's like many ideas just going through your mind?
I don't have a set date on like when my next IRL video is.
I know not set date, but like what idea? My arm's getting tired, so I gotta switch.
I don't really have an idea yet. It would probably be some video of my friends in my room or something, and it'd probably be like a video game, but we'd have like an IRL camera.
What I would suggest is you could still do the video game stuff, the NBA alternate history, but you can also do it in conjunction with the real life stuff to keep it fresh. That's what my channel does.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I do like my Sandy Ridge content and all my regular content in general. We're also doing NASCAR and Spurs content during NASCAR season and Spurs season. Yeah. But anyway, it was good to catch up with you. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Kaedin.
K. Kaedin K.
Kaedin K, yeah. All right, see you later, bud.
See ya.
Good luck to your team this year.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, no TikTok dance yet, but it's bound to happen, so give it time. We're going to let it come organically. Whoever's going to be the first one to be kind enough to agree to do one. Oh, look at me. This is where 2 years ago we had that Bon Jovi, little basically, you know, karaoke sing off. Like, I'll show you where we were singing and when that random other musician was there, which was a guy, I think. This is where me and a bunch of random friends and even like fans were screaming out, "You give love a bad name," because the Ricky Martin connection based on who wrote the song, Desmond Child.
Flashback.
Love a bad name. Written by Desmond Child, who wrote for Ricky Martin too.
Yeah. Wait, I need to back up.
I think they're over there. Oh yeah. Hey, Mark, hug me, bro. Hug me, Mark. Give me some, Mark. I'm waiting for the chorus to come on.
It's on.
No, I'm over there. I don't know the verses. Sing it! Shook in the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I play my part. You play your game. You give love a bad name. You give love a bad name. A bad name. That's a Ricky Martin bow.
End of flashback.
Someone behind me.
Oh no, another one!
I'm sorry I haven't recorded much because I'm too busy having a good time, but just keep in mind, this will be like this is going to be the first two in one Corn Fizz vlog where I'm going to do 2 days in one video instead of one because they're coming back Sunday. So you might remember this girl from when she announced she made the basketball team before changing her mind to go cheerleading. But then I think she changed her mind again to go to play basketball again. But I don't think she'll be playing for a while because look. Yeah. Yeah, but you're still gonna play when you're healthy again, right? But at least we won't be outside until next summer, so you'll be fine because you know the sun harming you and stuff. Because yeah, you'll get to meet my mom sometime because she was at that one. Okay, we haven't been back here in a very, very long time. Since before the pandemic. And here's a Ridgeville town. We might know someone here. Just be glad there's no loser turn or bankrupts here. Oh, Mark Martin, Viva Viagra.
Viva Viagra. Viva Viagra. Viva Viagra.
Over there where the first rodeo happened 11 years ago, so all the way over there. Right. Oh, and there's no loser turn or bankrupt here. Rest in peace, Charlie O'Donnell. Oh, no, oh, come on. Oh, couldn't have happened to a better person right here. That looked like something Pat Sajak would have done. Okay, that was a little bit too close, but hey, there's the old Leonard Skinner Simple Man singing spot, you know, from up years past on the Sunday portion of the weekend.
Eventually.
All right, that does it for day one to Friday of the 2026 Corn Fest. So day two will be Sunday because tomorrow we're gonna spend all day off camera getting this place, aka as in my house, cleaned up from this really, really long ass week with my sister and my nieces in town. So we won't have many laps to get this race started. So they're gonna race back to the flag. Okay, I was trying to remember that 2000 Daytona 500 commentary when that late race caution that lost Johnny Benson the race came out. All right, this year's the year the right way, you know, to get out of here. And on top of that, it's not pitch black this year, so this year's not a big deal. It's like, why couldn't we accomplish this last year and the year before when we had to go out that way? But like I said, third time's the charm. I called this shit, so I'll see you on Sunday for day 2 of 2. Good night, everyone.
2 days later.
Welcome to day 2 of 2 of the 2026, Corn Fest vlog, as per tradition, of which for the first time in the history of Corn Fest vlogs, we are doing a 2-day special in one video. Now, keep in mind, by the time you're seeing this, it's either going to be as early as Friday or Saturday, considering right now I'm on a 1 week, temporary, ban, not from YouTube altogether, but from like, posting, commenting, and all the other shit. I can still watch each videos and stuff and like and subscribe to people and vice versa, but I can't do anything. And plus, even when people tag me, like, people still include me in their videos and post them. When they try to tag me, my name's not going to turn blue until, like, the ban is lifted, and it's coming Friday, which I could understand it back then if they would have said something then, but the fact that they waited 8 years when, Aisha and Amir are all grown up now, considering, they don't even live in my hood anymore, is basically asinine. It's like, YouTube enforcement, get your shit together. If it was such a problem, then why didn't you say anything, like, immediately at the time when it was new? It's like, you wait 8 years, to like basically say, well, we see no problem with it, but then now it's what? All of a sudden, now 8 years later, it's a problem. Like, dude, it's like, I can accept any kind of penalty, but the fact that they waited, whenever they wait so many years into the future, up to present day, to say this video from several years ago, all of a sudden a problem, even though technically back then it wasn't a problem. Ridiculous. But anyway, I'm not going to let that get to me, considering I'm using it as a benefit to maybe plan out the schedule better than what I would have if, this shit didn't happen, considering I got the notification out of nowhere while I was at work on Friday. But we're about to leave in a few minutes. My mom and I are about to leave in 10, 11 minutes. So I'll meet you all there, considering, she wanted to wait till 4. I had to eat something, which I did until I needed the shit, because eating too many blueberries can make you shit, which I said, that's enough for that. But anyway, I'm going to end the clip right there. Catch you out the festival. Well, we've officially secured our redemption from the last 2 years, along with 2022, in terms of, getting lost, trying to find our way out, because this shit will end, like, literally long before it gets pitch black. So we'll be fine. We'll be more than fine. So therefore, redemption secured. So anyway, let's get into that. Let's get into that magical place. All right. My last day, and little on the last day in general of the Corn Fest. So 2026, the first, 2-in-1 special in one vlog. So therefore, no crazy shit has to be done today. This is going to be more mellow than what we did on Friday and what we would have done Saturday if we realistically had a chance at going. But yeah, nothing crazy. So if we're going to do any TikTok dances today, today's the day we got to get it in if we want.
Moments later.
Looks like I picked up a little souvenir from a church for the second year in a row. It's like, I didn't even get fully into the park yet, and I'm already getting ambushed. It's like, damn. I've only been in the park for 5 minutes, so don't be surprised if I get ambushed before we go past that time.
More moments later.
You shitting me? We got 2 prizes already, and how is it already an hour left before we put this shit away? It's like, this thing went fast. Oh, look at this. That's one. I mean, that was shades of Rob Riggle's birthday, which next year will be his Jason Keller 57th, and maybe this time Wemby won't get a concussion if we have a playoff game on basically his birthday for his Jason Keller year, and maybe we'll actually win this time. You just never know what's going to happen next.
Been spending most their lives living in a pastime paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a pastime paradise. Been wasting most their time glorifying days long gone behind. Been wasting most their days in remembrance of ignorance, so dispraise. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise.
All right, 15 minutes to go, so hurry up. We are running out of time.
The dream ended, and reality set in.
All right, and that wraps it up for the 2026 edition of the Corn Fest. I mean, the first 2 and 1, and guess what? We did the damn thing. And literally, the redemption story was this year was no getting lost this year. I think we're going the right way. Yes, we are. Because this would have been the wrong direction last year, the year before, and in 2022. But this year, we didn't have to worry about it. 4 times the charm. So hopefully, once the ban is lifted, we got to be extra careful to November 5th so we don't fuck up again for a second strikes on community guidelines or a strike period. So therefore, so starting this Friday, we're gonna be careful with what we upload, and maybe hopefully, even if we are, we better hope that YouTube don't be digging up old shit from years ago that wasn't a problem then, but is a problem now, to them that is, keyword to them. So until next time, this is Mark Oliveira signing off. So our next, major event outside the College Farewell Tour and occasional NASCAR races we get to do, where you'll go over again, and of course, more off-season Spurs content will be Lorain County Fair. We won't be going with work again. I mean, we haven't gone with work since 2023, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with basically work not wanting to go since then, but we'll get it back on there one of these days. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be back on the work calendar next year for season 7 of Foot in the Sun, but that'll be our last major summer activity with the College Farewell Tour in between, which will start being recorded tomorrow, Monday, but we're going to have to alternate our plan in terms of the schedule, basically, for, oh my God, basically for the upload. So therefore, we're going to figure it out one way or another. It's just a matter of time, but catch you all for whatever comes next. Will most likely be a batch of College Farewell Tour episodes that I will record in advance. And of course, the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 race review, more Spurs off-season content, and, Lorain County Fair, the end of summer explosion that's coming up. And of course, the summer finale on August 31st, the day after the fair. And look at that. This is the right way this time. And oh my God, what else? Oh yeah, Amanda's channel debut, which will hopefully be the day after the Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond. So till next year, August of 2027 for season 7 of Fun in the Sun. So I don't know what else to say, but anyway, to my mom's car we go. We got to get the fuck out of here, get some money, and maybe get a meal to eat. Oh, hi. All right, still okay. Even on the way out, I'm getting ambushed. Okay, gotta go. See you later, everyone.
Oh, down, why don't you just be the way